Hello YouTube. Today I wanted to show you some tools in Art of Illusion. I wanted to cover the Boolean tool and the Lathe tool. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is the Lathe tool. So let's first go over the Boolean tool. The Boolean tool is a great tool for beginners, and it allows you to combine objects and cut objects out with other objects. It's basically a short way of putting it, and I'll show you how to do that right now. This is very handy to use when you're into 3D modeling, like I am, because when you are 3D modeling, or I meant to say when you are 3D printing, you need to have one whole model. So you don't want to have a model that consists of multiple parts. You want to combine them. So what you can do is, let's say you have an object here and another object, and you want to print this. You can see here. So what the printer is going to do is it's going to get confused here because it's two intersecting parts. You want to make it one whole part. So what you do is you select both objects and you go to Tools. Where is it? Boolean Modeling. And here you have Union. And what this does is it creates one model. It converts the geometry to make it one thing. So, and this is suitable for 3D printing. Alright, let's create a little simple object here. Let's start out with a cylinder. And my idea is here to make a coffee cup. Let's make it a little bit taller. Alright. So the cup needs to be hollowed out inside, and you can also do that with the Boolean tool. Let me show you. You make another cylinder inside of there. Let me turn on transparency. Well, it doesn't have to be precise, but I like to align it a little bit. So, like this. And you want to make sure this is extended outward. It doesn't matter how much it extends outward. You select them both and you go again to Boolean Modeling. You can see the union operation selected, but we don't want that. We want first, second, and that cuts cylinder 2 out of cylinder 1. So you're left with this shape. You can also do things like second first, so that cuts cylinder 1 out of cylinder 2. So this is what you're left with. And intersection means the part that intersects is the only thing that remains. Alright, so but we are going for first, second. And nothing happened here because cylinder 1 and cylinder 2 are still present. You can, if you want to keep them, you can click on hide selection, or you can click on clear to just delete them. So we have a little cup here, and let's create the ear for this. And let me see which view we should put it in. Yeah. And just for the record, this is absolutely not the way to go when you're modeling something like this, like a cup. There's a much better method to use, which is the polymesh, but I'll cover that in another tutorial. So please understand that this is not the way to go. Alright. Oh yeah. What I want to do now is copy this cylinder. So it's copied now, and then hold shift and drag it inward. And now it's also, when you hold shift and you drag it inward, it resizes it in all dimensions, so that's a good thing to know. But it also makes it smaller in the z-axis, and we don't want that. We want this to extend because we're going to do the same procedure. And we're going to do first, second, and cut this out, and then delete these two cylinders. So now we have this ring on our cup, and we can do another Boolean to make this a union, and we delete the others. So now we have a nice cup, and as you can see here, this ring is coming out through the inside. So what I should have what I rather should have done was to first make this ear on the mug, and then cut out this hole. That way you won't have this inside there. But I won't worry about it, because this is just a stupid model, just to show you how to make something with this tool. And to use the intersection tool, I mean the intersection operation in the Boolean modeling tool, I'm just going to show you about doing this. Well, let's say we just want to have the ear, because you have this object and you want to have this ear for some reason. You can use the intersection for that, and then voila, you have the ear, only the ear part here. No, wait. So, there you go. So I hope I have time to show you another tool real quick. It's also a very simple tool. Let's move this to the side a little bit. And we're going to use the Lathe tool. And a good example, what you can do with this is a wine glass, since we're making cups and glasses anyway. We're going to make a little wine glass, because this tool is very excellent for that. Although I would have to say that I would rather use the polymesh tool again, because that is such a powerful tool. What you want to do for the Lath, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Lathe tool, is first create a curve. So you go here to the curve tool and select the outline of the wine glass, and I'm going to do this only in one side. I'm probably going to do a terrible job of outlining this, but it doesn't matter, we can edit it anyway later. So click the move tool again to finish the curve, and we can go ahead and edit. So we can move these points around a little bit to make it better shape. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be a very pretty wine glass, but who cares? It's just to show you the idea. Alright, what's very important step to do now is make sure that these points align up along the y-axis perfectly. And may seem that they do right now, but we want mathematical precision here. So we're going to select both those points, go to edit points, not edit points, transform points, and we're going to scale along the x-axis with 0. So that means that the distance between those will be 0. And what it does is it moves them a bit, and I don't know why it does that. It shouldn't do that, but it does anyway. We just move them back. So, alright, these points are perfectly aligned, and I'm going to explain you why that was necessary. Because the lathe tool will revolve this contour around this axis. Like there's a line, a virtual line between here, and it will revolve this thing around. I'm going to show you that now. So with the curve selected, go to the tools, lathe, I still don't know how to pronounce it, and voila, here you can see. You can see that it's not a very good, very nice wine glass as I predicted. I can edit this a little bit to this a bit more volume, make this a bit bigger, like that, and to do it again, it's a little bit better. Okay, what you can see here is the option line through endpoints is selected, which were the open points, the virtual line that I was talking about. You can also choose z-axis or y-axis, but in this case it doesn't work out right because we have an open curve here. So let's just use this. And you can also see here how it makes up this model. It takes the contour and it translates it, it revolves it around this line. The radius is like how much space is between there, and you should want this to be 0, otherwise it won't be a solid object. The segments is the amount of times it will be repeated around here. So 8 is pretty good. If you want some better quality, you can go higher, but it shouldn't have to be that much higher. If you choose 3, for example, you can clearly see that it is 3 sections. So let's choose 12 here, and hit enter, and voila, there is our wine glass. Very ugly one still, but you get the idea. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll post another tutorial maybe on how to use the polymesh this time. Some other time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.